Hi, Tefl-Dude here. Now today I'm going to show you how you can narrate over any video you've previously made, and also you can add subtitles. You can capture the text of what the people are saying, and also you can capture the text of what you're saying if you wish, or not. You can hold that back. Here's a little example of what I mean.
That speck at the top of the hill is Andrew, and here he comes, charging down.
Now you can hear me speaking over the top of this video, and that's not too bad, but later I might have to lower it to minus 35% in order to make sure my voice is coming over. As I raise it back up,
Very stylish.
so you can hear my friend saying very stylish, but now while you hear my voice, I'm narrating over it.
Top of the hill is
my words
Andrew,
are not coming up
comes.
on the text. Okay, so we'll pause it there. That's just a little example of what I'm going to show you how to do. So what you're going to need to do is download OBS. Let's do that. So in your browser, just type OBS, and there click on the first item, and I'm going to download it for Windows, but you may have a Mac or Linux. It works all the same. And you can see for my download, it's taken me less than a minute. But this morning when I did it, it took about 15 minutes. So be patient. Now I'm going to stop it because I already have it. I don't need it 3 times. Go to your downloads area, and I'm going to double click the installation. So just click next, next, next. You know the drill. Okay, now we're there and it says launch. So we'll leave it ticked and we'll launch it. But do be aware it may take a few minutes to actually launch the first time it does it. So we're going to have to be a little patient. Okay, now the first time you open OBS, if this is your first time, follow these steps. I'm going to show you 1 or 2 different settings than I did in the last 2 videos, probably better settings. But if you're happy with the settings last time, if you've already installed it before, go straight to how to add the video and the subtitles. So here, optimize for streaming, recording second. We're not doing streaming. Just go for recording. You can always change it later to streaming. Click next. Now, the base canvas is 1080p. Most of you will have that. My Surface Pro model has a better one. It's got this higher one, which I want. And unless you're recording a game you're playing, which we're not doing here, we're just recording a video, then I would leave it at 30 frames per second. 60 would be a bit too much heavy duty for the PC. 30 is good enough. Remember, your video is only as good as you made it in the first place, so we're just re-recording over that video, or recording again the video. Click next. The real nice thing about this is it knows the best hardware is this one, our QSVH blah blah blah. We're going to go later into the settings. Check this. The base canvas is the high one, but it's going to rescale it quite low, and I don't want that, so I'm going to have to go in and change that. Frames per second is good. Let's click apply. Before I go anywhere, I want to go back into those settings and change that. One of the first things I'll do is actually change the appearance, because I actually do prefer this version, which is really nice. And if you do, fine. If you don't, okay. So back into the settings. The first thing, go to the video. This we have to change because remember, we want it to be the same aspect ratio as the one we're recording. 30 frames a second. That's it. We never have to go here again. Go to the output And here they give you the simple version. Ignore that, go straight to the advanced one, because while it says the recording format here is this SQV, it doesn't say that when you go to the advanced version. So we'll go to the advanced version, and here, streaming, it says coder is X264. I've heard this is the worst encoder ever. In fact, if we were going to stream, we'd probably use the QuickSync H264. But the recording, we'll leave it back on that one. But the recording, because we are recording, it says use stream encoder. But the stream encoder was X264. We don't want that. So change that to the H264, which is really good. And there's a few other settings here. Constant bitrate, that's for if you're streaming. We're not streaming, so we can use CQP. Gives you much better quality. And this you can range between anywhere from 16 to 22 usually. I'm going to bring it down to 18. The lower you have it, the less pressure you're putting on your computer. So that's better. And balance, medium quality. What have we got here? We've got a choice. Yeah, medium quality. That's okay. Profile high. Frames 3. And that's it. Latency normal. Everything should be fine. So yours may differ on these a little bit. Just leave it with the basic settings it's given you. Just this number change and CQP. Don't worry about the audio. Although if you want really good audio, you should bring it to 320. This is for the main track, track 1. Don't worry about the other tracks. And if you want to see your audio, it's here. Don't worry about that. Advanced, I wanted to mention advanced because this will save in MKV. Let's go back to the output. I want to make sure the recording is MKV. Let's go up here. It's on MP4. Now, it's a trial they've made to see if it, when it crashes, it'll keep it. But MKV 100% will keep it. It's the best way to go. Not many players will play MKV, or like if you want to edit your video in a software, they prefer MP4. So what we can do is go to Advanced and just click Automatically Remux to MP4. So you'll end up with 2 files, one MKV and one MP4. It'll do it automatically. Normally you could do it afterwards, but click this and save yourself some bother. I'm going to click Apply. One final thing is hotkeys are always worthwhile having for later in life. The best hotkeys for these are using Alt plus R for recording, because recording begins with R. Alt R. Stop, you can't do Alt S because it belongs to something else, so we do Control Alt S. But the others can be Alt and the letter they begin with. Pause begins with P, and unpause begins with U. So we'll apply those settings. Okay. Now, what we have to do, you can see automatically everything's ready to go. It's recognized my microphone, and you can see it's coming up really high. So let's lower that. It needs to be in about the yellow area. So if you're going in the yellow area, you know you're not talking too loud. If it goes in the red, then it'll be clipping, and eventually you'll hear crackles when you listen to the video. And this goes the same for the output audio. Make sure you check that when the video's playing. Make sure whatever audio you're receiving, that it doesn't go in the red. Now, let's just add a source. Here's where we're going to add the video and the audio. Well, the audio's already been added, so that's cool. If you want to check your audios, go to this cog, and you can see there's our 2 audio files, desktop audio and mic. And they're both running, and we're not monitoring them so far. We'll have to come back here when we add the video. So let's add, first of all, I want to show you something about adding a display capture. This is where we add just the screen. In case you want to record, you know, the screen in the background. You can add, this is my monitor, you can capture the cursor, but I don't think we want the cursor because we're actually going to be recording a video, yeah, re-recording it. So let's turn that off and go OK. And now you can see there's this infinity thing because it's recording whatever is in that small screen here. There is a trick you can use by going to settings and clicking in general, hide the window. Don't worry about that. Click apply. And now you can see exactly what it's going to record. It's going to record this window here. So you can see when my yellow mouse is visible. And if I put my mouse here, but it's not visible because we said we don't want to record the mouse, remember? So here's what we're going to record, but we don't want to record the screen. We actually want to record a video, okay? So let's add the video. We could actually turn this off. I'm just going to leave it on for now, just to show you the layering. So we're going to add a video. Where is it? Media source. That's what we want. Media source. Let's go there. We'll just leave it as it is. Click OK. And then we browse for that media source. And here's my skiing video. I'll click open. And it's ready to go. Check these. If you want it to loop, I'm going to make it loop because I might want to, you know, maybe you want to record it twice. Maybe you make a mistake. But restart when it becomes active. That means as soon as you touch that icon here on the left, it will start. I don't want to do that. I want it to start when I want. And that's it. So I'm going to click OK. And you can see here it is. And notice it's on top of the screen. If we move it below here, it will be behind the screen. And we would have to turn off that screen to see it. So let's put it back. So it's on top of the screen. And if I click on it, you can see the controls become active. I can pause, stop. So let's move it back to the beginning. And you can resize this by the corners or just simply right click in the middle and go transform to fit to screen. And there it is. But notice it does have the background of the windows and maybe you don't want that. So just get rid of it. Turn it off. It's always there for later. Okay, so let's see if we can hear the media source. Okay, you can hear my microphone, that's for sure. That's being recorded. So as we play, you can see the media source. It's bobbing up and down, but we're not hearing it. So I'm going to pause that, bring that back, go into our audio settings down here, and we're going to put on for the media source monitor only. And then let's see what happens there.
That speck at the top of the hill is...
Okay, so you could hear the monitor, that's great. Now the problem is that you're not aware of that the desktop audio is also playing it. And we're recording that. So you're going to get a double echo. So what you're going to have to do is, just to prove what I'm saying, I'm going to record it with the double echo on, and then I'm going to show you what it's like without. So first here, I'm going to start recording.
That speck at the top of the hill is Andrew, and here he comes.
So there you may have heard a double echo. Now I'm going to move it back and show you by clicking off the desktop audio. Is it better?
That speck at the top of the hill is Andrew, and here he comes.
And as we see in the video, I'll just stop recording here because I don't need to record anymore. And it's going to remux, so I've got two files. and here are the two files. So let's play this file. Remember, the first half, it will have the double echo.
That speck at the top of the hill is Andrew, and here he comes.
Yeah, so you could hear that echo. You may have heard a double echo. Now I'm going to move it back and show you by clicking off the desktop audio. Is it better?
That speck at the top of the hill is Andrew, and here he comes.
And as we see in the video, I'll just stop recording here because I don't need to. Okay. So there you could see there was no double echo. So I'm going to just get rid of those two videos. Don't need them. We'll come back here later. So remember, turn off the desktop and make sure you turn the monitor only on the media source, and everything's fine. Okay, so we're ready to add a narration over the top. And if you're ready to do that, off you go. Have fun, record it. Remember, at the end, I'm going to show you how to crush the file to 6 times smaller than what it produces. So, but if you like large files, fine. Now, for those of you who have Windows 11, stay here because I'm going to show you how to add subtitles that are given you free with Windows 11. And what you have to do is press the keys Control, Windows, and L. And up pops this. Now, at the moment, no subtitles are being recorded because it will only record something it hears. Like, for instance, let's play it now.
Charging down.
See, so it read those subtitles. It will only read my voice if I put preferences and include the microphone. So now it will include anything I say, and so you can narrate over the top with subtitles. How cool is that? I just want to turn that off. Remember, there are different styles. If you go to preferences, click on the icon, you go to your settings and you go to edit, and you can have a blue background, yellow, any color you like. I'll let you play with that. You can make the subtitles bigger, smaller. But now we need to add it to here. The subtitles must always be in view, okay? Like this. They can be off to the side here, but they must always kind of, don't click this X. What we're going to do now is add the subtitles here. And I'm going to add it as a window capture device. I'll put subs. Okay. And choose live captions. It will appear white, and then you have to choose not automatic, but Windows 10 and up. And there you can see the subtitles. And now we can move them down to the bottom. You can make them smaller. Whoops. Now, you see, I accidentally moved this. I'm just going to do Control Z, move it back. But if you want to make sure you don't move this screen anymore, you can just simply lock it here, and it's locked. And it will stay there, so I won't accidentally move the screen anymore. And now here's our subtitles. I'm going to move them, make them a bit smaller, like that. And here, I can play with them as well. Now, if you don't want to see this white bit, just hold Alt when you see the arrow, like that. And then you can drag it in, and it kind of crops it. That's quite cool. So it looks really nice. Just click away, and there you're ready to have subtitles. But remember, I want them to be blank. I want them to be clear. I don't want them to have this when I begin the video. So what you can do is you can simply click off the captions. They disappear. But when you press Windows Control L, they'll reappear. And here they are. And they're waiting to be used. Now what I'm going to do is just move it over here so I can concentrate more. And once I click preference, include microphone. Once I click that, it's going to start reading what I'm saying. I don't want it to do that yet. So I'm just going to make sure the subtitles are in the right place. Yeah, there they are. And then when I click away, when I click here, add include my mic, I'm going to be silent and I'm going to press start record and then press the video to play.
That speck at the top of the hill is Andrew, and here he comes.
So I don't know if you can hear me now.
Charging down.
Now it's not reading what I'm saying, so if I lower this to -35 here in the media source, then it picks up what I'm saying. But in order to hear what they're saying, you have to raise it up. But then it might not capture what I'm saying.
Very stylish.
So there you heard him say very stylish. Now I don't know if it's picking me up because the audio's too loud. So I would have to lower it like this in order to have my voice.
Charging down.
Yeah, so you heard him say charging down, but now for me to speak, I've had to lower it to -35. So you decide, do you want narration subtitles from yourself or just subtitles from the video? The choice is yours.
Very stylish.
Just add those for fun. So I'm going to stop recording now. And imagine we're happy with that. Let's go to our video file. And there's our two files, the MKV and the MP4. So if you want to edit the MP4 now, just put it in a software and it will work. However, it is 252 megabytes. That's quite high for a 1-minute video. That means a 10-minute video would be like, I don't know, a couple of gigabytes. You don't want that. So what you can do, and this is why I just record in MKV. I don't bother getting it remuxed to MP4. I use a program called Handbrake. Now, I've made a video. I'll link it up in the description how to download it, etc. But it's a free program for all devices, whether it's Mac or Windows or Linux. And once it's open, I'm just going to drag in our video. I'm going to drag in the MKV one because it's usually better quality. And here it is. And I'll just check. You can see here it says fast 1080p. Now you can change it to anything you want. You can change it to 4K or lower it so it's the size of a phone. You do what you like. But here, I'll just show you and this is leaving the video settings high. 22 is quite high. 22, 23, very good quality. And we leave everything else. We're going to leave the audio as it is, 160, summary, and just click start encoding. Now this is going to take probably as long as the video took. So if it's a 15-minute video, it might take 15 minutes to encode. It depends how fast your computer is. So I'm going to pause until it's done and then show you the result. Okay, so it's about to finish now. And we can close that off. And here's our video at the bottom. That was the one, 252 megabytes. This is the one finished, 46 megabytes. How good is that? Let's play it to see if it's still good quality.
That speck at the top of the hill is Andrew, and here he comes.
So I don't know if you can hear me now. So there you have it. That's how to narrate over a video and add subtitles. I hope you've enjoyed the video. See you on the next video.